Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I would love to talk about some new releases. And so if this is something that you're into, then stay tuned. And I would love to start with a blind buy. Yes, I blind bought Ave Maria by the House of Beau. And if you guys have been watching my channel, you know this is not me. I don't blind buy perfumes. Even when I talk about perfumes, I absolutely love. I show you samples, I show you decants, I don't blind buy. I just don't do that. I do it maybe once a year. It just happens very, very rarely. And so with this, I just could not resist because I find House of Beau very intriguing house, and overall the whole campaign was very beautiful, and it just called me. And I looked at the notes and I thought, it should be pretty okay because I love white florals and I do like how it sounds. So I decided, to take a chance and blind buy it, and I used my birthday money for that. So it's my little present for my birthday. So I would say when I first sprayed it, I was like, I don't know, like I like it, but I don't love it. And I've had it for the past couple days and I feel like it's been growing on me. And also I feel like fragrance changes a little bit when it sits on your shelf, because when it just arrives, it's all kind of mixed up, after the transit, and sometimes it doesn't smell like it will smell eventually. So I feel like it started to change a little bit, and also it started to grow on me. And so now that's out of the way, I want to tell you how it smells. So it's my fragrance of the day, and it was been my fragrance of the day for the past 3 days. So let me spray it. And like, it's very, very juicy, bright, uplifting, and creamy in the opening. I definitely do pick up a lot of that like sweetness from the pear. It's pretty prominent, but it's not like a nauseating and very artificial type of sweetness. It's like more so a fruity type of sweetness, that's coming from this pear, because pears are overall very sweet themselves. So, that's where the sweetness is coming from. And then as the fragrance dries down, it smells like a bouquet of lush white florals. It smells like gardenia, it smells like jasmine, and a little bit of tuberose even. Like, tuberose is definitely the most toned down, if it's even there, because it's not listed in the notes, but I do pick it up a little bit. But the most prominent is gardenia, so you have to like white florals and you have to like gardenia to appreciate this scent. I feel like if you hate white florals and if you hate gardenia, then there's probably no chance you will love it, just because it's first and foremost a white floral perfume. And jasmine is also there. It makes this fragrance very creamy, and more rounded, but I would say that gardenia definitely takes the first spot when it comes to florals here. And so it also has this kind of like fizzy quality, and there is a note of Merlot wine, and I don't pick it up because I have no idea how it would smell like. This fragrance doesn't smell like wine, so I don't pick it up. But maybe the sparkliness that I smell here is coming from this wine accord. And to me it smells like white wine, like a sparkly, very light white wine. It does not smell like red wine at all. And also I do not pick up leather here at all. So if you're afraid of leather, I would say don't be afraid of leather, because I don't pick it up. To me, it's pear in the opening, and then this luscious white floral bouquet with a little bit of sparkliness. And what else I pick it up? Something watery and aquatic. So there is a note of raindrops here, and it does give me this kind of like watery, dewy, almost like aquatic and ozonic type of vibe. And I feel like it goes here super, super nice, because this bouquet is almost like you have the raindrops, the watery drops on the bouquet of flowers, and it makes this perfume very elevated, sophisticated. So overall I feel like it's a very, very feminine, very sophisticated, very elegant scent for spring and summer. And when it comes to having a picture in my mind of what Ave Maria smells like, I picture myself having like a dinner on some kind of winery in Italy or in France, and you have this fields in front of you. You're in this winery in the middle of nowhere, and you have fields full of grapes, and you're wearing a white dress. It's warm and nice outside, but it's not screechingly hot. And you have like a light appetizer on your table, and then you also have like a glass of white wine by your side. And that's the vibe that I get when I smell this fragrance. So to me, it's very, very good. Yes, I feel like it's growing in me. And now the more I smell it, the more I pick up this kind of like wine accord, which is really, really unique, and I haven't smelled anything like it before. And I would say when it comes to projection and longevity, it's not the best, but it also might be because it's new. Because like when the fragrance just arrives, like I've said, you know, it doesn't show you all the qualities it's gonna have when it sits. In terms of longevity, it lasted on me around 5 to 6 hours, and projection, I don't think it projects a lot. Like I have to spray a lot to be able to smell it for myself from myself. And also, like my husband, he's usually pretty sensitive to perfumes. He didn't say anything about this scent, so I don't think that a lot of people smell it on myself. You might need to go a little bit heavier, you know, on sprays with that. But again, I cannot really give you like a full picture because I haven't had it for too long. So this is my opinion on Ave Maria. I feel like it's a good scent, but I do suggest trying it first because white florals can be polarizing for some people, and I feel like it's not worth taking a chance. Like, you know, I always preach about sampling, and this is like my one-off type of, you know, thing where I blind bought it, but I would not suggest to blind buy it just because I feel like it's not super safe blind buy. And so this was my opinion on Ave Maria, and what do you guys think about it? Have you already tried? Do you want to try it? Are you gonna buy it, or are you gonna wait for a sample? I would really love to know your opinion. And the next fragrance I want to talk about is Jasmine Freak, and I've heard so many good reviews about this scent, and I feel like it is really good. Like it's true fruity floral with mango being the star of the show. Like I feel mango throughout the life of this fragrance. It doesn't go away anywhere. So upon the opening, I smell lots of mango, like fruity, juicy, creamy mango with some blackcurrant. And when I just received the sample, I was like, I don't like this blackcurrant because blackcurrant is a tricky note for me. It can smell like a cleaning product. It can smell a little weird, and usually I don't like it. But here I feel like, you know, it's subtle enough that I don't mind it. And when it starts to dry down, you start smelling more florals like jasmine and tuberose, but I would say that mango still stays very prominent and florals take like the second spot. And you know, it's a really, really beautiful and happy type of spring and summer scent. It's very youthful, very bright, very uplifting, and it's creamy. Like it doesn't smell like a very realistic mango. It smells more so like a creamy, perfumey type of mango, and I really, really love it. It's a really well done mango because lots of mango scents, you know, they can smell artificial and synthetic, and that's not what I gravitate towards. But this one doesn't smell like it, you know. So I feel like if you like florals, if you like jasmine, tuberose, mango, you will love the scent because it's just so easy to love. I feel like lots of people will love it. It's gonna be like a very mass pleasing scent, and so if this sounds good, I would definitely suggest to try Jasmine Freak. And so next fragrance I want to talk about is Clementine Dream, and I do not have this fragrance. I do not have a sample. You know, I again like I try to not blind buy, and so if I can go to Sephora and smell something first before buying travel size or like a sample, I definitely prefer doing that because it saves me a lot of money and also a lot of other resources. And so I went to Sephora and I tried Clementine Dream. I tried it on the paper and I tried it on my skin, and I found that it's a very good scent for spring and summer, but I want to say that it is simplistic. So there are notes of clementine, blackcurrant, magnolia, and vanilla, and I would say that it definitely is very clementine forward and vanilla forward. To me, it smells like a clementine creamsicle, like an orange creamsicle, and it's very creamy, very smooth. Even though clementine is a citrus, it doesn't smell very citrusy because when we think of citruses, we tend to think about like very bright and juicy and zesty type of smell. But here it's more so creamy and luscious and toned down type of clementine. And you know, mixed with vanilla, it truly does smell like some kind of candy, some kind of creamsicle. So if you're into that, I feel like you will love it, and I feel like it's a pretty safe scent. Like you might not completely fall in love with it, but I don't think you will dislike it if you try it. Like, it's also very mass pleasing scent, you know, very easy to like. It is a simplistic scent. Like, if you tend to gravitate towards very complex and like contrasting kind of scent profiles, like, I don't think you're gonna be wowed by this by any means, just because, you know, it's a simplistic scent and there's a time and space for it. So that was my thoughts on Clementine Dream. Next fragrance I want to talk about is Strawberry Santa Barbara by Nest, and so I also tested it in Sephora, and to me this is like a nice, easygoing, also very simple strawberry scent. I am usually okay about the note of strawberry. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm also not a hater. Like, if it's done right, if it's done well, I enjoy it. And so I feel like it's a really good type of body spray-ish type of strawberry smell. It smells like a fancy, expensive shampoo, but still like a shampoo, you know. It still smells kind of like a shampoo. Maybe that's because I associate strawberry with shampoo, I'm not really sure. But to me, this is like a very sweet, candied type of strawberry, not like a natural type of strawberry, and not a dark and difficult to understand type of strawberry. It's very easygoing type of candied strawberry with some lychee in the background and some woods. But lychee and woods, you know, they're very toned down. Pretty much I could not smell them a lot. It just smelled mostly like strawberry and lychee. Like, woods are the least prominent note here. And so if you enjoy very easy strawberry scents, I feel like you will enjoy it. And it's hard to, I feel like, also dislike this scent because it is very easygoing and very pleasant. And next I want to talk about the new fragrance by Henry Rose that's called Dave. I also smelled it and tested it in Sephora, and I didn't buy it because I felt like I already have enough vanillas, and this is a pretty also simplistic and vanillic smell, so it was nothing very groundbreaking or unique for me, even though I also heard so many positive things about it. And that just goes to show, you know, that you gotta test the fragrance for yourself to decide if it's worth it for you or not. And so this fragrance has a bunch of notes. It has pink pepper, neroli, tangerine, almond blossom, lavender extract, orange, tonka bean, chantilly cream, vanilla bean, and cocoa shell. So with these kind of notes, I was expecting it to be less vanillic and more so like floral with some lavender. And to me, it smelled very vanillic. The most prominent notes I smelled, of course, were vanilla, tonka bean, chantilly cream, and some kind of like cocoa smell. It smelled slightly desserty, slightly tropical even. I don't really know why, but it smelled very sweet and very vanillic. And chantilly cream was also very prominent because it was very dessert-like and it was very sweet. So to me, you know, like, I didn't get a lot of the notes on my skin in the beginning. Like I've said, you know, the base notes were the top notes for me. Like, you know, the top notes, the mid notes, they went out of the window and I didn't smell them in the beginning at all. It was straight up like a vanilla, but it was a very nice vanilla. Like, I could not say anything negative about it, you know. It's just not very unique to my nose. Nothing that I haven't smelled before. That's why I wasn't interested in having it, but objectively it's a good scent. And I feel like it's also going to be a mass pleasing scent because it's, like I've said, very easy to like type of vanilla. But on the dry down, I definitely did pick up the lavender, and it turned Dave into a more perfumey type of direction versus a straight up gourmand dessert type of direction, which I did like. Like, the fragrance changed throughout its life and it didn't stay flat, it did not stay the same. It did change and it did evolve, and so I enjoyed that. And I feel like, you know, give it a chance and think and see what you think for yourself. And also I want to mention that to me it's a pretty heavy, dense and sweet type of fragrance, so it would be best suited for colder, more chilly type of weather. Like, I probably would not want to wear it in a very hot weather in the summer, but perfect for spring, fall and winters. So these were my thoughts about Dave. And that was all. I really hope that my video was helpful for you guys, that you enjoyed it or found it entertaining. And please tell me, what do you think about these new releases? Have you picked any of them up, or are you planning to, or you don't really like how they sound? Let me know your thoughts and I'm gonna be waiting for your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!